Today on Oz, defy your age without surgery.
I wake up every day feeling like I'm 20.
Dr. Oz reveals viewer secrets from around the world.
In the Philippines, they don't have cellulite.
To make you look and feel 10 years younger.
I really needed this.
Plus, Dr. Oz puts the newest fad Detox to the test. Will charcoal help end bloat?
What do you guys think?
Coming up next on Dr. Oz.
We've got a great show today, but before we get to it, a lot of you have asked me about the measles outbreak. So I want to get the facts straight on this. Today I'm here to encourage parents to get revaccinated and to vaccinate your kids. Now listen, measles is one of the most contagious viruses known. In an unvaccinated population, it only takes one person with the measles to infect up to 18 people. It's a lot of people. One dose of the measles vaccine, just one, gives us about 93% prevention of the virus. So it's super effective. Now, I know there are many moms out there who believe their kids have had severe complications from vaccines. I get it, I hear you. But I have spoken to the National Institutes of Health, the CDC, and Autism Speaks. Autism Speaks, the big group that talks about autism. And they all agree vaccines do not cause autism. So please get your kids vaccinated. Now, here's what you need to know. Here's the rules that I want to give you to make sure you get vaccinated correctly. If you're born before 1957, you're actually considered immune, because you've probably been exposed to the measles. Back then, everyone got the measles and had to deal with it. If you're born in 1957 or later, and if you're not vaccinated or wore off, or you're in this high-risk group, which we'll talk about in a second, then you got to get together with your doctor and probably get the measles shot. So who is this high-risk group? There's a group of adults who are high risk for actually getting and then spreading the measles. These are students over the age of 18. The vaccine seems to wear off after that many years in a lot of people. Healthcare workers, obviously you don't want to give it to your patients. International travelers, because there's measles all over the world, just not much in this country. And if you have close contact with newborn babies, you don't want them to get it. So you got to talk to your doctor again about getting a shot. Everyone else is considered low risk, and you don't have to worry about this as much. Now, it is our privilege and it's our responsibility to protect our children and the most vulnerable in our communities from the ravages of some of the history's most terrible diseases. So make sure you get all the facts about vaccines and make the right decision. Okay, let me shift gears now. If you think you need surgery or a cosmetic procedure to look younger than your age, well, prepare to change your mind. You're about to meet real women who are defying their age without going under the knife. In fact, their true ages will shock you. They're here today to reveal their own simple secrets looking decades younger. You guys ready to play? Yeah! Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. I want you to take a look at Cindy's picture. She's our first guest. I want you to figure out how old you think she is. Now, give everyone in the audience the ability to cast their vote so we can see in real time what you really feel, what you really think. So is Cindy 26 years old? Press A if you think that's the case. Is she 36 years old? Is she 46? Is she 56? Is she 66 years old? Audience, please vote. Let me come over to this section of the audience. Who thinks they know how old Cindy is? Put some hands up here. Oh, you're pretty confident. Here, how old do you think she is?
56.
And why do you think that?
Because she looks kind of older, but younger at the same time. So I'm going to say 56.
Oh, I like the way you said it. Older and younger.
Yeah.
The paradox of life. Who else has got a thought up here? Yeah, you up here? What do you think? How old do you think she is?
I believe 46.
So maybe she's tricking you. All right.
Maybe
Everyone's voted? Everyone's voted? Okay, let's tabulate the votes here. Let's look at how old the audience thinks Cindy is. The results. Ooh, most of you think that she's actually B, which is 36 years old. Are you ready to find out how old she really is? Yeah. Cindy, please join us. Now, here's the real thing. Look carefully at her. They think you're 36.
Yes,
now,
thank you.
I'm close to you. I could go for that. Are you going to show your age?
I am 56.
You know, I actually think folks were gaming the system, but despite gaming the system, they couldn't catch up to you. Are you usually getting this kind of response from folks when they find out how old you are?
Well, only when they ask me how old my children are, because then when I tell them how old they are, they add it up in their heads because they're 34, 30, and 21.
I would say they were your nieces or nephews or something
Well, now
else.
I'm introducing them as my nephews.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, very
they're my
clever.
nephews.
All right, so I want to talk, if I can, a little bit about what you do for your skin.
Yes.
I'm fascinated by it because it does look so youthful. So first off, you say moisture, but in this case, you actually want moisturizing from the outside in as well.
Yes, it's very important. When I was 40, I met a woman from the Philippines, and she had beautiful skin. And I said, how do you keep your skin so beautiful? And she said, well, as soon as you step out of the shower, don't dry off. Just like pat and keep your skin moist. And then take moisturizer and really massage it in all over your body from, shoulders down. And in the areas you might not like so much, massage it even more. She said in the Philippines they don't have cellulite. She didn't even know what that was. So I don't know if that's true.
Now they're all excited.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what she told me, and I thought I'm going to start doing this.
Well, my wife does this also. And I think it does make a difference. And I'm not alone in feeling that. Okay, the last thing you talk about is eye serums. And you actually prefer ones with antioxidants.
Yes, I have an eye cream that I use with antioxidants. And I think it's like a little miracle. When I wake up in the morning and I'm really tired, I'll put it on. I don't only use it on my eyes. I use it on my wrinkles on my forehead. I have a wrinkle right here that I put it on. And I dab it all over. And it just puffs everything up and makes it look good.
Well, yeah, I don't see those wrinkles now. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now, I want you all to take a look at Mimi. This is Mimi's picture. How old do you think Mimi is? Now, I got to say, I'm giving you 5 choices here. She could be 36 years old. She could be 46. She could be 56, 66, or 76. Let's see how the audience voted. Are you ready to see the numbers? Put it up there. How old is Mimi? Most of you went with 66. But a lot of you said 56. In fact, it's better than I thought. Are you ready to find out how old Mimi is? Yeah! Bring her out. Mimi, come on, please.
Nice to see you.
So I don't know if you can hear the comments. A lot of the folks voted at 66 or 56. I actually said 56 when I was asked initially. So can you share your age?
I'm 76 years young. And I love it.
Yeah, I think
Love being 76.
I suspect people give you this reaction normally when you admit your age, if you do.
They do, but I like to tell people I'm 93, then it makes them feel...
Does everyone in your family look young? Is this a genetic thing?
Not really. I think I take better care of myself. My mom lived to be 95, and she was just in great spirit, and I really think it's a spirit. It's from the inside, and I think when you feel young, you look younger outside. I don't think we should worry so much about the exterior as how we feel inside, and I feel young.
You're saying that, but you look so darn good on the exterior. And
that's because I feel good, I'm sure.
Well, I think how you feel makes a difference.
Yummy.
But this is actually what you do day in and day out.
And
you shared this with us. Please, in a word, summarize. What is it about how you treat yourself that lets your appearance keep up with your spirit?
Well, first of all, I juice all this. I'm addicted to kale. So I juice all of this in the morning, and I like to put in ginger and turmeric in it because that's very anti-inflammatory. Yep.
All right, so ginger and turmeric in a green drink. That's your morning start.
This is my morning start.
Now, can I say something? I've talked about nut butters and nuts, and I get why they're good for you. I've never actually heard of nut cheese.
Oh, my.
What is nut cheese? How can I not have heard about this?
Well, nut cheese, I make it out of cashew or macadamia nut. I put soaked cashew nuts. I soak them for overnight or 4 hours, put it in the blender, drain it off, all the water. I put probiotics in there so it could ferment. I blend it all up with a little water, and then I put it in a cheesecloth, and I let it sit overnight to ferment. Next day, I mix it with all the herbs that you love, whatever it is, and then I just put it in a mold, and I keep it in the refrigerator, and it gets hard, and it is so, honestly, I make cashew cheese, Parmesan cheese. I make cream cheese, a spread, and I also make a hard cheese from nut cheese.
Anytime you can soak your nuts, I'm into it. All right. All right. Listen, we have fresh vegetables, we're cooking oils, and I love you have the berries because they got antioxidants.
Yeah.
You're doing the things that allow your body to feel the way you feel.
Right.
Which is at the essence of what beauty is all about.
Nourishing my cells.
Yes, Mimi, thank you very much. You are nourishing yourself.
Thank you
all right.
so much.
Now, I have one more for you. Take a look at Jody. Here's Jody's picture. How old do you think Jody is? Do you think she's 42, 52, or 62? Audience, I want you all to vote. Let's just show everybody what the scores are over here. She is actually, oh my goodness. You guys think she's 42 years old? Well, you're right. And she says she feels and looks much older, but that's about to change today. I want you to take a look at how some simple changes can take 10 years off your face and your body. New York City's Nunzio Saviano Salon.
Ready for the transformation?
We gathered a dream team of celeb stylists specializing in tricks of the trade that turn back the hands of time.
Today we're going to transform Jody from head to toe with age-defining tips. Any women can use them. Many women think that keeping their hair longer makes them look younger. Having it shorter will add so much body to your face, make you look younger. Bangs are a great alternative to injections. They hide wrinkles. A great haircut can be an alternative to a facelift.
I'm gonna highlight around your hairline, draws the eye out so you don't see as many wrinkles, which eliminates the need to get lasers or fillers and injectables.
Contouring and sculpting the skin, it's like getting a facelift, and it really comes down to a few key products. Take 1 part liquid foundation, 1 part liquid illuminator. Mix that up, apply from the center of the face outward, the area that we tend to accumulate discoloration, bringing an overall radiance to the skin. Take bronzer and sculpt right underneath the cheekbone, lifting up the under cheek area, emulating a facelift. The secret to camouflaging under eye puffiness is to deflect attention away from the under eye area. Apply and concentrate concealer to the inner corner of the eye area and then gently blend out. Mascara, blush, and then lips, and we're done.
Jody's ready for age-defying wardrobe.
Keep it comfortable and keep it confident. You don't need a tummy tuck to feel amazing, to look amazing, to contour, to smooth. This is the trick. It's ombre monochromatic. Dressing in one color, fading it from dark to light, depending on your body shape. For you, we're gonna start dark on the bottom and fade on light to the top. Ready to put it all together?
I am.
Okay, let's go.
Come on out.
With shorter, brighter hair, contouring makeup, and a figure-flattering outfit, Jody's age-defying transformation is complete. No surgery required. Wow, a huge difference. Jody, come on out.
This has been so good for me. I really needed this.
Yeah, why has it been good for you?
Well, I think I was hiding. I was hiding behind my hair and like big clothes and just feeling tired. And this just is like waking me up. I just feel like I have more energy because I look pulled together.
Well, you do. You know, you said you were 42. That's your stated age, your
That's
chronologic age. The audience sort of guessed that, but I think they realized that you didn't feel as young as 42. But now I think you look 32. Isn't it true? Is that how you feel?
I do. I feel a lot better. And I think I was just feeling tired just because my look was tired. So.
That's why it makes a difference. I'm so proud of you. Listen, you can get a complete list of all the ideas we talked about today from our team of experts on how they made Jody look this many years younger, and all the other age-defying solutions are all on DrOz.com. Be right back.
Next, you've tried every new detox concoction to end the bloat, from leafy greens to lemonades and beet juices. And now, the latest ingredient to hit the juice bar, charcoal. Would you drink it? Find out if this unusual trend's claims are fad or fiction. Next.
What would you do for the perfect hourglass figure?
Waist training is the hot new trend for your body. Squeezing into a corset for 12 or more hours a day.
How do you even get it on?
But at what risk to your health? Dr. Oz investigates. That's coming up tomorrow.
Everywhere you look, there's a new detox to try, from leafy green drinks to lemonades to red beet juice. Now, the newest trend ingredient, this is really popular, is to eat and drink charcoal. Look at that nice, deep, dark black color, charcoal. All right. And I tell you, fellas, you're moaning and groaning out there, but this stuff is popping up everywhere, and there are numerous claims and promises being made. They're calling it an all-purpose detox that can reduce your bloating, your gas, take care of all the bad things in you. Now, I don't want you to be taken advantage of, so today I'm separating the fad from the fact when it comes to charcoal. I'm here with Karen, who says she's been enticed by the charcoal headlines and advertisements. How are you? So, what is it about all those little rip outs Those little headlines that's catching your attention.
Well, I drink a protein drink every morning, take it to work with me.
Good for you.
About a half hour later, I'm bloated, I have cramps, I keep air freshener on my desk.
Thanks for the honesty.
Thank you. So I did some research to see what I could do because I'd like to continue to take the protein drinks, and I came across charcoal, but I have not tried it.
How'd you hear about it the first time?
The research online.
Just looking around. All right. So this looks like this, everybody. You saw the color already. And you've tried a bunch of other detoxes, I gather. Nothing seems to have worked.
Liquid diets.
Okay. So I've got samples for our audience. And I'm going to give this to folks up here. I would love you to give this a shot. Okay. And I want you to describe how it tastes to you, if you don't mind. Is it chalky? Is it creamy? Does it taste like charcoal bricks? What do you guys think? I think we'll pass it around. What do you guys think? Words of a thought here? What do you think?
It tastes good.
It tastes like lemonade. It tastes good.
Lemonade?
Yeah, lemonade. Tastes like lemonade.
Have a sour tart taste to it.
Little taste. So it's actually dwarfed by the other.
It's a little bit like a grape juice to me. It's just like lemonade. It's
All right, so I've heard a bunch of women, you've all heard all the same thing. It basically tastes like lemonade, even though it looks like charcoal. All right, so then the question is, why is that? What's going on here? Have you looked very carefully into these issues?
I have. The one reason I've been hesitant is because I do take a blood pressure medication in the morning.
We're going to come back to that concept in a second. So, first of all, let's define for everybody what it is. Activated charcoal, it's not the same kind of charcoal that you grill with, right? They're not little charcoal bricks that they crush up, right? It comes in different forms. It's called activated charcoal. It could be either a liquid, like we just showed. It could be a capsule. It comes in powder forms. And that activated charcoal, and the label means something very specific. It means it's oxidized. That makes it porous and very absorbent. So if I would describe it personally as being dwarfed by the taste of whatever the carrier is, or the lemonade, but it has a little bit of a chalky taste to me. So I want to then try to clear up some facts and some fads with regard to this. So the first one is that it actually works to remove toxins. Now, let me explain to you why this became so popular as a concept and why it's not true in this case. When we're in the emergency room and people come to us who have had some toxic substances in their tract, we give them high doses of this charcoal. We actually fill this whole bag up with the stuff, and then we take a tube and look towards me. This is not going to hurt a bit, all right? So don't move. All right, there we are. Good. Is it hurting? Good.
I'm glad you're not doing it
I'm
for
not
real.
doing it. I'm pretending. Okay. But listen, we put this tube down your nose and we flush your stomach with charcoal. We actually give you something that makes you go diarrhea as well, so that we can get all that stuff out of you pretty quickly.
If you're poisoned?
If you're poisoned. But these are massive doses of stuff, more than you get in this. The fact is, activated charcoal does remove toxic substances when it's used like this in the emergency room at super high doses. But in order to get that kind of benefit, you need massive amounts. And the other thing, unfortunately, is if you look at the amount in the drinks, for example, the drink I just handed out to everybody, you notice you all said it tastes like...
try it.
You didn't taste it? Go taste it over there. Yeah. It tastes like lemonade for a reason.
Are you going to try it with me?
I already tried it.
Okay.
And it tastes like lemonade. I wanted to make sure myself. Here's the ingredient label as you taste that. Notice, everybody, where charcoal is on the list. It's dead last. It's the last thing on the list. It's got the least amount of charcoal compared to the other ingredients because there's so little in there, so it's not going to have much of a benefit. That's why I don't think you should overpay because charcoal is in your drinks. Okay, next issue to talk about is an important one. The fact that activated charcoal really can't differentiate good things from bad things in your body. It just takes everything, sucks it up, and takes it out. So let's say this is your intestinal tract, right? Stomach's up here, poop comes out down below, and you've got lots of nutrients. These red things are all nutrients in there. Okay? If I were to take toxins and mix them with the food inside of you, which happens, we have toxic things in our life that we don't want to have there. You then take the charcoal, and here, you can be the charcoal, and go ahead and suck up those little red things, or get rid of the foods and the toxins around them. But notice, turn it upside down.
Whoops,
Turn it upside
I got
down.
blue.
It's okay. Notice that. You're getting a lot of toxins out here. These things, these little metal fillings,
That's
filings,
the bad stuff.
that's the bad. But you're also taking a lot of nutrients out. You mentioned earlier you're on a beta blocker.
Yes.
So you're on it for high blood pressure, I gather.
Yes.
So it's pretty important you get it and you know how much you're getting, and then you not get a lot someday and none the other day. That's a big problem. These blue balls represent medications that could be in your intestinal system.
Okay.
See what happens here. When you pick the activated charcoal, go ahead.
Leave them on?
Yeah. It's going to suck up everything. It sucks up the blue too. Yeah. This stuff are the beta blockers. They're being sucked out of your body as well.
And I need that.
You need that, which means you actually don't know what's happening in your body. It's an experiment. When you take the charcoal, a lot of good things and a lot of bad things are taken out. You can't afford for that to be indiscriminately happening inside of you. So I don't think this is a good idea. I think it's a fad.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, what if you are not on a medication, but it's still gonna, your vitamins from your food and everything, it's still going to.
I don't want these toxins in there, but I want these vitamins in there. I want these nutrients in there. And I don't think that we can just start taking something like charcoal and make a big enough difference.
I didn't like how it tasted anyway, so.
It's like lemonade. All right, so here's the thing. I know no matter what I say, a lot of you are gonna take the activated charcoal. So here's how you make safe choices if you're gonna take them. First off, do not take activated charcoal for more than 3 days in a row, because it's going to mean you're starving yourself of these nutrients. No more than 500 milligrams a day, and never mix it with medications. We just saw why. For a guide to my favorite all-natural bloat remedies, which really do work and they're safe, you can go to droz.com. I'll be right back.
Next, nurses work tirelessly to save the lives of others with little time to take care of themselves. Now, these 4 nurses are seeking help to take care of one of their own. Dr. Oz helps a deserving nurse to finally take care of herself. Coming up next.
Do you know someone who is so busy taking care of everybody else that they don't take care of themselves? That's how a group of nurses described their coworker, Maria. Take a look.
Maria is the best nurse we have. She has trained most of us. She is the go-to person when nurses have questions. She never says no, she never complains. She is always there to lend a helping hand.
If you need a shift covered, Maria will do it. She lives by the beeper and she packs a bag just in case she has to stay in the hospital longer. She's altruistic in every sense of the word.
She may be short. We do call her short stuff, but she is extremely tough.
Maria not only looks after us and her patients, but also looks after her elderly parents, her daughter, and her husband.
This is where you come in, Dr. Oz.
We need Maria to start taking better care of herself.
She doesn't eat as healthy as she could, and she does have high blood pressure and diabetes.
I want her to live a long, healthy life. She needs to put herself first for a change.
Maria has always been there for all of us. Now it's time that we are there for her.
Nurses Chris, Tara, Victoria, and Tracy are here because they're worried about their friend and coworker, Maria. Now, Chris, you're actually Maria's sister-in-law.
Yes, I'm her sister-in-law. I've known her brother for 25 years, and she works so hard that I didn't even know she existed for a while.
Tara, you're all nurses, you're all busy.
Yes.
Why is it specifically that you're worried about Maria?
Because she always gives 1,010% to everybody else except herself. She gives it to her patients, to her husband, to her daughter, to her fellow coworkers, and her health is, serious, and she doesn't take it as serious.
And Victoria, what's the one thing you love about Maria?
Well, I've known Maria for 17 years, and I've worked with her for that amount of time, 17 years, and she gives me 110%, listens to me. She's an excellent listener. In every single conversation we have, she's totally engaged. It doesn't matter if there's alarms going off, if there's whistles going off, she's into me. It doesn't matter if there's code alarms, she's into my conversation at that time.
So a unique talent that nurses
Very.
seem to have, actually,
Yes.
more than doctors certainly.
Absolutely.
I can speak to that.
Yes.
And Tracy, you've known Maria for over 25 years.
Yes.
How has her health changed?
Maria's gained quite a bit of weight since I've met her, which caused her a lot of problems with her pregnancy and is causing her to have problems today.
Have any of you spoken to Maria openly about your concerns about her health?
Well, it's more to the point that she's very open on talking about it, but she turns it into a joke, so it's kind of hard addressing the situation. But at the same time, it's something where we want her to talk about it more, be more open about it.
You're all nodding your heads in unison.
Yeah.
You all want to meet Maria? Yeah. I think so. Maria, come on out, join us, please. Okay. So they came in to talk about you.
Yes.
So what's your reaction?
Funny how nurses do that.
Yes, they do that. So what's your reaction to their, I thought, very heartfelt comments?
Very shocked. Shocked. Because
Shocked?
I just go to work. And I'm shocked that some things are noticed. Personal things that are noticed.
Describe that a little bit. What about them noticing you is so emotional for you?
No. I think because I'm usually in the background. I've always just been in the background. That's what I prefer to be. Doing my job. But these are also the same people that I work with 12 hours a day. More than likely, I see them more than I do my own family. And we rely on each other. And for them to think beyond that, outside of home, outside of your own personal issues.
Let's speak about you a little bit. Do you worry about your health?
Not all the time. Actually not.
No. It's a very honest answer. Very honest answer. We always say, yeah, not all the time. What it really means is no. I think the love that I'm feeling from these wonderful women, healers, all healers, just like you are, reflects the fact that a lot of times we forget about ourselves. So it undermines everything. Do you feel that the people you're taking care of in the hospital, the people that you're lending your ear to in the middle of crises, the people that you're always there for, are worth more than you? Why wouldn't you want to value your own health in the same regard?
I think because people are put in certain situations to be the caregiver and the stronger person versus the person on the bed, in the bed. And you're there to make them feel as if they're worth something, because some of them do not feel worthy of getting help. And you're there to help them because they're in such a situation where they can't.
It's funny you just said that. You know, they feel that they're not worthy. See, this is not just about nurses. This is about people working, playing a role in other people's lives all over the country right now. Yes, you have a good excuse to not care for yourself because you're caring for people who are so desperately ill. But I'm actually talking about you guys caring for each other. People working together, caring for each other. And as you mentioned, they're family to you. And when they care more about you than you seem to care about you, I get concerned.
Understood.
So I want to, if I can, walk you through this. I think the people around us are our biggest resource. So I'm going to ask your colleagues what they can do to chip in. I want them to be your coaches.
Oh boy.
Is that okay?
They're tough.
I know they're tough. They're nurses. All nurses are tough. All right. Are you in this with us?
Yes.
All right. They're going to walk you through what they each think they can do to tip you off on a little advantage that might help you pay attention to you a little bit tiny more. Not selfishly, because you're worth it.
Okay.
Do you buy that you're worth it?
Yes.
You thought a lot about that.
Because I usually put others first. It's ingrained.
It is ingrained. It's ingrained when you got that second X chromosome. That's what women do. And I'm here as a guy to ask that you take care of you so you can take care of me.
All right. Deal.
Deal. When we come back, our plan to help anybody who is stretched thin taking care of others who now wants to take care of themselves.
Next, do you have a friend who is in need of help getting their health back on track? Friends Helping Friends continues when these coworkers turn coaches. Learn simple motivational tools to pick someone up and change their health. Next. Waist training is the hot new trend for your body. Squeezing into a corset for 12 or more hours a day.
How do you even get it on?
But at what risk to your health? Dr. Oz investigates. That's coming up tomorrow.
Welcome back. I got a letter from a group of nurses who wanted to help getting their friend and coworker Maria the help she deserves. Right, so I know it's hard to eat healthy at the hospital, although you mentioned sometimes you don't eat at all. Yeah. So there's a big challenge that a lot of us face, and I've heard a little bit about your challenge. You want to describe it?
Well, working our hours that we do, it's very difficult for us to eat healthy, properly, at an hourly manner.
Perfect. That's all. Now, Chris, because of that, what normally are you finding that Maria does? Where does she normally eat?
Well, you know, I want to say that I don't see her eat. That could be one of the problems. And she would probably just go to a vending machine or something and just grab whatever is fastest. And
you recognize
accessible.
This picture? Is that a vending machine you recognize?
Yes.
Where is that located?
Anywhere in the hospital.
Anywhere in the hospital. It's like bait. They're chumming the waters for you. So, Chris, how are you going to help Maria out?
All right. So what I would suggest is maybe you can have some cheese sticks some of almonds, raisins, dark chocolate. These are some veggie chips over here. Extra almonds and walnuts as well. Just keep that away from Kenzie because she's allergic. But
Or your daughter?
Yes.
So
But
which of these could you put in your back pocket or your sash with all the other things nurses always carry around?
I could do the cheese
All right.
and nuts.
Any of these will work. These are two particularly good choices, but the vending machine that you just showed me, that's not a good choice, which you know in your heart. And I know we fall tempted, we're having a problem with a patient or with a coworker in life, and then that's right there for us, so why not take advantage of it? This will get you to the same place. All right, Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, Tara is gonna help you out. She actually has committed herself to getting you to move more, which she says is a big part of the issue. Tara, you've lost a little bit of weight, I understand.
I did. I had to lose weight after I had my daughter, and it took me quite a while. So what I found helpful was I parked farther away from the hospital. I parked on, if it was a garage parking for the day, I parked on the top of the garage, and I always took the stairs. I never took the elevator anywhere. Yeah.
It sounds like a small, simple little step, but from your response, you appreciate what a challenge it can be.
Yes. Yes. At the same time, our shoes are meant for putting some miles on them anyway. So pedometer is great. I find that helpful. You track your steps.
I want you to aim for 10,000 steps. I bet you're probably moving half that amount right now.
Daily?
Daily. And we get shoes that allow you to walk around, so you can do some of the things Tara was teaching you. All right?
Oh,
Give it
good.
to you as a
Heels.
gift. Yeah, heels. Yeah, you'll like the heels.
I like the heels.
Next, Victoria is going to help you relax and de-stress.
Oh.
So, Victoria, I understand you have some resources at the hospital we can take advantage
We
of.
do. There are 2 meditation rooms. Oh, I didn't know if you knew.
No, I did not know.
So I thought, I like to meditate. I'd like to increase my time meditating, and I would love to have you with me. So there are different ways that you can meditate with your knees. You could use the pillow, or you can sit Indian style. It doesn't make a difference.
As long as you're comfortable. But it's invaluable because if you're not healthy, you can't take care of them to your max. All right. Finally, I want you to feel good about yourself. Really proud of yourself. Come on over. The last bit is a fun part. I want you to actually, if you can, pamper yourself a little bit. This is all about beauty, and Tracy's here with a couple of beauty tips. She wants you to take a little time out to do this.
Maria, I know for a fact that you only go to the salon only once a month because you don't have time to go any other days. So, I'm going to make a promise to you. We are going to go to the salon to get our hands done because we wash our hands over 100 times a day and they get very dry.
Yes.
You and I are going to make a bond that you're going to the salon every week to get your nails done.
Oh.
And a pedicure too.
Can you do it?
Sure.
Sure. You got a guest taking you, a friend taking you. Why not?
I got a friend taking me.
It's such a small. They seem so small, but they're part of what you do every single day, and that's how we change our lives. Small, elegant steps for the people who care for us, your family, the folks you work with. They can literally change your life for the better. So I have adored meeting you. It's really been a blessing.
meeting you.
Thank you for all you do, for all the nurses and what you guys are doing. We'll be right back.
Next, can't fall asleep, can't stay asleep, can't wake up. Do you dream of the day of having one solid night of sleep? Learn simple techniques to tackle your sleep complaints and get the shut-eye you deserve. The best sleep aids you haven't tried yet. Next.
We are bringing healthy back this season and want you to bring it too. Grab your prescription pad for fun and sign up for free tickets today. You can go to droz.com/tickets and sign up. Did I get it right? Are you having trouble falling asleep? You wake up in the middle of the night all the time? Well, getting a good night's sleep doesn't have to be a fairy tale. Today, the best sleep aids you haven't tried. Now, before we reveal them, let's get right to your first sleep complaint.
Dr. Oz, some mornings I feel like I could sleep forever. My husband even calls me Sleeping Beauty. When I finally do fall asleep at night, I feel like I'm under an evil spell and I could sleep for 100 years. Once it's time for me to get up in the morning, I hit the snooze button 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 5 times. It doesn't matter how much rest I get, I usually wake up feeling completely exhausted. I wish a kiss from my husband would solve this problem and give me more energy because I need help.
Dawn, just like Sleeping Beauty, has a hard time waking up. And here to help all of us with this problem is Dr. Carol Ash. She's been able to come up with these fantastic sleep aids that you have not tried. So how long has it been a problem for you?
It's been a problem my entire adult life.
That's it? The entire thing. From the moment you can remember, you could never sleep normally in your life?
I was never a great sleeper.
All right, so we're ready for a sleep aid you have not tried yet?
Absolutely.
Flip this around, Cinderella. It is eucalyptus aromatherapy. I don't know if you can smell it already.
I can. It smells delicious.
Dr. Ash, how does this work?
Well, people that are having trouble with restless sleep at night, a lot of times it's the breathing problems. What the eucalyptus oil does, it opens up the nasal passages so you can breathe. It also moisturizes and soothes irritated nasal membranes so they're less likely to disrupt your sleep. And it's rather calming.
Yeah, I love this smell. What time do you do it at? How long do you do it for? Give us the details.
Well, you want to do it about an hour before bedtime. You do it for 5 to 10 minutes. You make it part of a relaxing bedtime routine. You want to use distilled water, and you put a little bit of the eucalyptus oil into the steam. And yeah, you just get your face right in it. You can also use one of those ultrasonic humidifiers, especially in the winter. You can keep it going all night, but you don't want the room humidity to reach greater than 50%.
If you suffered your whole life, take us home with you immediately.
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
My roommate in college had that problem. I thought he was kidding me. And I realize now how frequently folks can never sleep because they never could. All right, let's get to the next sleep complaint. You can't stay asleep.
No matter what I do, I just can't seem to get a good night's sleep. I'm like Princess and the Pea. I'm up all night long. I have no problem falling asleep, but then like clockwork, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm wide awake and I stay awake. I try everything I can to get back to sleep, but there is something keeping me up. And like the princess, I don't know what it is. Dr. Oz, help me get some rest because this princess desperately needs some beauty sleep.
Iris, like the Princess of the Pea, spends the night tossing and turning. So what have you tried that's been somewhat helpful to get you back to sleep again?
Usually I would try to go downstairs, get on the couch and turn on TV and fall asleep from the TV, or either I'll just try to answer emails and somehow I'll fall asleep.
Dr. Ash, what's going on here and what can we do to help?
Well, another really common problem, women's physiology is different. We have the menstrual cycle, we have pregnancy, we have menopause. All of those can cause problems for you trying to get sleep at night. So it's just, unfortunately, a hazard that we have.
And so common.
Yes.
But here's a solution. Socks.
What? That's crazy.
It is crazy. That is crazy, Dr. Ash. Why socks?
Well, I actually do this myself. Socks, what they do, that extra layer of material improves your circulation and it has a good effect on sleep so that you can sleep more soundly. You want to pick the right socks though. Athletic socks are good because they'll stay put on your feet. Okay. They also will help wick away any sweat. And you want to pick an ankle or a crew sock so they're not too high so you don't overheat. But they do work. I use them myself.
Awesome.
Do your feet ever get cold?
All the time.
They do?
All the time.
Yeah, it's cool. So just get this right. If you put socks, athletic socks, your feet stay warm, your core temperature gets cooler, so you actually can hibernate more readily.
Yes.
Yeah, that way you don't have to go downstairs and watch television, all those other bad things people do.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, let's get to one more. Time for one more complaint. This is the one many of you say that you cannot get over. You cannot fall asleep to begin with.
Between my job, my husband, and the 1,000,001 other tasks I have to get done every day, I feel just like Cinderella, who is constantly overloaded with work. From the moment I wake up to the moment I get home, I'm on the go. And when I finally do lay down to get some rest, I can't fall asleep. My mind won't stop racing, and I end up lying there for hours, stressed out about my workload for tomorrow. Cinderella may have been worried about ever finding her Prince Charming, but all I'm worried about is trying to get some rest.
Rubina, like Cinderella, has so much to do that when she finally gets in her bed, her mind is racing and she cannot fall asleep. Dr. Ash, how common is this problem?
This is a real common problem. 74% of women claim they have this problem. And we don't know how to say no sometimes. Women that will do that commonly, yes, yes, yes to everything. We have too much on our plates, we're stressed, and then we can't fall asleep at night. It's just a very common thing.
Okay, so we're sharing secrets you've not tried before. This one I'm pretty sure you haven't tried. For anyone who cannot fall asleep, you're gonna love this. Non-alcoholic beer. This is as crazy as the socks. Why beer? No wonder they haven't tried it.
Dr. Oz, I know everyone is going, what? But the key is non-alcoholic beer. Alcohol actually will disrupt your sleep. But the neat thing about the non-alcoholic beer, it has hops. Hops is the female part of the hops flower. It was actually used medicinally for years. 2 milligrams of it is sedating. So it will really help improve your sleep at night. So non-alcoholic beer, it will help.
So how much does she drink?
Well, you want to have one glass about an hour before bedtime, and you'll find it'll make a big difference. And the hops is that tangy, bitter flavor in the beer. It's great.
You get that home without spilling it?
Yeah, totally. I'm taking it with me.
Yeah, you know what? You eat the hops, I'll drink the beer. It's a fantastic idea. For more ways to sleep like a princess, you can go to DrOz.com. I'll be right back.
All new Oz.
What would you do for the perfect hourglass figure?
Waist training is the hot new trend for your body. Squeezing into a corset for 12 or more hours a day.
How do you even get it on?
But at what risk to your health? Dr. Oz investigates. Plus, trapped in his own body, unable to move or communicate, his mystery illness, and how he finally broke free. All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
There's lots of excitement about the NBA All-Star Game this weekend in New York City, but the biggest news for some is the NBA's partnership with HealthCore, the foundation that I started about 12 years ago that teaches kids about food, exercise, and especially mental resilience. NBA Cares has joined forces with HealthCore to promote healthy lifestyle to kids of all ages. Because who better to teach young people than professional athletes who got where they are because they knew how to take care of their bodies and their minds. I love seeing NBA superstars like Paul Gasol teaching kids that it's not just exercise, but healthy eating as well that helps them achieve success both on and off the court. See, he's actually showing the kids about food. And listen, that's what the big story is. If you can take care of your body, you can change the world outside of it. That's what the show's about. That's what HealthCore teaches these young people. So I couldn't resist when I ran into NBA star Jason Collins. He's an NBA Cares ambassador, and I asked Jason to share a favorite health tip with you.
Hi, I'm Jason Collins, and the one thing I learned over the course of my career is that getting your rest is extremely important. And when I was able to get my sleep, get my rest, it allowed my body to just heal, rest up, so that I can go out and give the best possible performance out there on the basketball court.
Great tip. Congratulations to the NBA and HealthCore for all the great work they are doing together. And check out healthcore.org to get all the free programs to help make teenagers healthier. Now it's time for In Case You Missed It. First, we met Mimi, whose real age shocked me. She's 76. That's her true age. She shared her secrets for defying her age without surgery. And as you can see, her results are amazing. Isn't that pretty cool? Here's one of her secrets. It's her go-to snack, berries. Not only are they a tasty snack, they're packed with nutrients that help fight diseases and help you keep feeling even younger than you otherwise would have. Next, I've got the best sleep aids that you have not tried. And for all the Cinderellas out there, because we had some for the Princess and the Peas who wake up all night long and the folks who wake up tired, we have them all. But for the Cinderellas who cannot fall asleep to begin with, you're gonna love this. Non-alcoholic beer. Now, I don't want you to have too much alcohol because alcohol actually disrupts your sleep. So a non-alcoholic beer provides all the benefit without the negative effects. So, Oz Nation, give this one a try. Take one glass of non-alcoholic beer about an hour before your bedtime and then enjoy the sleep. Finally, be careful of dubious people online that make it seem like I'm endorsing their products. I don't. To see a full list of our trusted sponsors and partners, you can go to DrOz.com, and I'll see you next time.